For fans of nu metal music, the name Jim Root is certainly familiar. As the guitarist of Slipknot, he is not just a talented musician, but also the mastermind behind the heavy riffs and dark atmosphere that define the band's signature sound. Jim Root is well known for his distinctive heavy and melodic guitar riffs. Although he is not always credited as the primary songwriter, he has played a major role in Slipknot's music composition since joining the band and has become an important icon in the heavy metal world. From the beginning of his career in Des Moines, Iowa, to becoming an integral part of two major bands, Slipknot and Stone Sour, Jim Root's journey is a story of consistency, creativity, and the courage to express the darker sides of the human soul through music. His low-profile lifestyle, hobbies outside of music, and sharpness in creating haunting musical atmospheres make him a highly influential figure in the metal world. Let's explore further the life and works of the master of riffs from Slipknot. Jim Root, whose full name is James Donald Root, was born on October 2, 1971, in Des Moines, Iowa, United States. His interest in music began at the age of 14 when his parents bought him a Memphis guitar, a replica of the Les Paul II. He taught himself to play guitar and later received guidance from a local musician who introduced him to Paul Gilbert's guitar playing techniques. This influence helped shape his distinctive playing style. Jim Root started performing with a thrash metal band called Atomic Opera from Iowa in the early 1990s. After that band disbanded, he played with several other bands such as Deadfront and Stone Sour. He joined Stone Sour in 1995 and reunited with vocalist Corey Taylor when the band revived in 2002. Before joining Slipknot, Jim Root worked as a screen printer, restaurant waiter, and busboy to support himself while pursuing his music career. Jim Root joined Slipknot in January 1999, replacing their original guitarist Josh Brainerd, who left the band during the recording process of Slipknot's debut album. Reportedly, Josh left the band after completing his recording duties. Initially, Jim Root declined the offer to join Slipknot when he was contacted by Sean Crahan, Joey Jordison, and producer Ross Robinson. However, after discussing it with a friend who urged him to reconsider, he eventually called Sean Crahan back to ask if the offer was still available. The only song Jim Root managed to record during the debut album sessions was part of Me Inside, which was mostly completed beforehand, as well as a new song titled Purity, which later became a staple in the band's live performances. At first, he only filled the rhythm guitar position, but over time, he became co-lead guitarist alongside Mick Thompson. He further solidified his role as co-lead guitarist on the album Iowa, known for its heavier and more intense sound. This album strengthened Slipknot's reputation as pioneers of the nu metal and extreme metal genres. On Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses, Jim Root showcased a more varied musical side with a blend of heavy riffs and smoother melodies, making the album widely appreciated by fans and critics alike. Slipknot continued to evolve with the album All Hope Is Gone, maintaining their metal intensity while exploring new elements. After losing key members such as bassist Paul Gray and drummer Joey Jordison, Jim Root increasingly took on a central role as a primary songwriter. This culminated in the albums We Are Not Your Kind in the End So Far, where Root expressed greater creativity and complex guitar techniques while maintaining Slipknot's dark and intense aura. In Stone Sour, Jim Root typically played lead guitar, although he sometimes played rhythm guitar as well. He once said that the guitar styles in both bands were like twin guitars. In both bands, I play two roles simultaneously. In Slipknot, Mick Thompson also plays some solos, and in Stone Sour, Josh Rand plays some solos too. Outside of Slipknot and Stone Sour, Jim Root has appeared as a collaborator on several other projects, such as DJ Starscream's album by Sid Wilson, and John Five's album, The Devil Knows My Name on the track, Black Widow of LaPorte. Additionally, he performed on the cover of Lil Wayne's Got Money, performed by Jonathan Davis of Korn with his band SFA. On May 17, 2014, Stone Sour officially announced that Jim Root was no longer a member of the band. Previously, Jim Root had informed a fan on Instagram that he had left, explaining, "It wasn't my decision. I'm not happy about it." In a later interview, he said the band was more motivated by money and wanted to pursue a more commercial musical direction. He also admitted that he wasn't very happy in the band anymore. Vocalist Corey Taylor once said the splits strained their relationship, but that they eventually made peace and channeled their frustrations in a new material for Slipknot. Throughout his career, Jim Root has received numerous prestigious awards, both individually and with Slipknot. He helped Slipknot win a Grammy Award in 2006 for Best Metal Performance with the song Before I Forget. Additionally, he has been honored by Metal Hammer Golden Gods, Caring Awards, and Revolver Golden Gods Awards. Personally, he has been awarded the Total Guitar Readers Award for his signature guitar and the Total Guitar MIA Award for his signature amplifier, further solidifying his reputation as one of the most active and influential guitarists in the metal music scene. Jim Root, the masked guitarist wearing the number 4 stage costume from Slipknot, is estimated to have a net worth of around $12 million. This impressive figure stems from his contributions to 2 major bands, Slipknot and Stone Sour. As the co-lead guitarist of Slipknot, he has been involved in numerous globally successful albums, including millions of copies sold and highly attended world tours. Off-stage, he also earns income from his signature Fender Jim Root series guitars and the orange number 4 Jim Root Terror amplifier, both highly favored by metal music fans and gear collectors. In October 2021, Jim Root announced he was developing a new signature guitar with Charvel, which was eventually released in August 2022, priced at $1,499.99. Additionally, his appearances in various music projects like Roadrunner United and collaborations with other musicians have contributed to his earnings. Despite living a low-profile lifestyle, Jim Root's wealth reflects his dedication and significant influence in the hard music world. Jim Root is known to be quite private about his personal life, including his romantic relationships. Based on available information, he was in a long-term relationship with Cristina Scabbia, the vocalist of the Italian gothic metal band Lacuna Coil. They dated for 13 years starting from 2004, despite having to maintain a long-distance relationship because Jim lived in Florida while Cristina was in Italy. Their relationship ended in 2017. After that, he began a relationship with Kiss Yvonne Adams, a burlesque dancer and alternative model. During their time together, Jim often shared intimate moments with her on social media, showing a warmer, more personal side to his fans. They started dating in 2018, briefly broke up at the end of 2019, reunited in early 2021, and eventually separated again in 2022. Jim Root is known to reside in Jacksonville, Florida. Previously, he owned a house in Atlantic Beach, Florida, located not far from Jacksonville. Outside of music, Jim Root is known as a passionate motorcycle enthusiast, especially of Harley-Davidson. His personal collection includes iconic models such as several Harley-Davidson Lowrider STs and the Pan America 1250 Special, which he often rides to unwind. Beyond motorcycles, he also has a love for classic American cars, with a lineup that includes a late 1960s Dodge Super Bee, a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda, and a 1969 Roadrunner that adorn his garage. He frequently spends his free time in his personal workshop, maintaining and modifying his beloved vehicles, a creative escape that balances the hustle and bustle of the music world. For him, this hobby is not just about machines and speed, but a part of a culture and lifestyle he deeply cherishes. The automotive world gives him a space to be free, a place where he can truly be himself. Additionally, he is known for his care for animals, especially dogs, long before he started his professional career. In a video posted by the Pug Queen on Facebook, Jim Root can be seen giving attention to a pug named Georgie. Jim and Kissa even attended the entire adoption event and spent time with the dogs there. This moment highlights Jim Root's humane side beyond the hard metal music world. Although he often presents a strong image, in reality, he has a gentle side and cares deeply for animals, especially dogs.